This is going to be real quick, just since I got it here. I'll show you how to seal up the belt box on a Polaris Sportsman 850 or 1000. This is a high lifter model. I have it all apart to rebuild the rear diff and seal this up, and to seal up my air boxes. That's a different video. I briefly touch on this in that video where I talk about my air boxes. I do the smoke check. I show where it's all leaking at. Real quick, what we're gonna do is get it this far, right? All you have to do is take off the rear tire. All the suspension shit can stay. Pull your clutches, which you need a clutch puller for that. It's like $20 to get a clutch puller. If there's even guides on how to build your own, I would buy one. It's like $22 on Amazon or something. Clean this up really good. You take out the hold on, let me go back. I got ahead of myself. All right, I have it this far just because I was rebuilding the diff, and I did that other video on the smoke check to show where it's leaking. Now I'll show you how to fix this air box. All you have to do is take off your rear tire, right? And then you'll have plenty of access to the outer box, which is right here. And you'll take all these 10mm bolts out. It sits like so. It sits in there like that. Take those bolts out, pry this off. If you want, I know Outsider Mud Company or whatever they're called, OMC, they make a new seal for this. I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to grease that. Once you get that off, pull your clutches. You'll need a clutch puller. They're like $22 on Amazon or something. There's even guides online of how to do it with homemade shit from Home Depot. Just a bolt, whatever. I bought mine, it's 22 bucks. I'll leave the link down below. Your secondary just comes off with a, I think 15mm, 18, something like that. That's regular thread. This one is reverse thread. There's plenty of videos to show you how to pull your clutches. Way better than mine. And then what we're gonna do is clean this up really good. This surface here. Clean that up real good. And then here is the belt box. It sits in there like so. You get the idea. Anyways, we're gonna clean up this surface real good here. This surface here all the way around. Maybe scuff it up a little bit. Right. Then we're gonna put whatever sealant of choice. I'm using RTV Black, so that's what I got on hand. All the way around here. Do it on this surface because it's a pain to get in that box in here. So yeah, we'll do that right now. All right, I got this all sealed and ready to go back on. Use liberally. Use it a shitload. Do not be scarce about it. All right, so this is all sealed up. This is the next day. I let everything cure. I even went around the edge and laid a bead down there. And underneath here is a real pain in the ass to get underneath here. So hopefully that holds up. Now I'll do the clutches. Put the clutches back on. I'm not going to do a video on that. There's tons of videos out there. EPI, Parkzilla, they all got great videos on that, on how to, much better than I could do. All right, clutches and belt are back on. I fire it up, everything works like it should. What I did for the seal part here, the inner seal I took off. You saw it earlier in the video, I sealed it with RTV Black, Ultra Black, whatever. On this half of the seal, I covered the outside, right, with, there you go. Covered the outside with dielectric grease all the way around. And try not to get any, if at all, on the inside part of that lip, because you don't want that stuff on your belt box or not belt box, but a belt or clutches. This is all cleaned up. Best it's gonna get anyways. That's cleaned up. I just use soap and water and let dry, of course. And then it's easier to put the grease on this part than it is on this part, because getting this in there is not easy, and if you're finagling with it, you're gonna end up getting grease everywhere but where you need it to be. I just use dielectric grease for that. Shit, man. I just use dielectric grease for this. Marine grease probably work. Dielectric grease is what I like for waterproofing stuff. It's thick and it's definitely keeps the water out. Marine grease, probably wheel bearing grease will work fine. Just some kind of grease. You want a nice tight fit. If this doesn't work, try getting the OMC Outsider Mud Company or something like that. OMC belt box seal. Heard good things about that. That's next if this doesn't work. All right, belt cover's back on. You can see all the grease that squeezed out of there. When you're going to put these bolts back in, do not gorilla fuck them in there. They're pretty aggressive thread on that screw or bolt, whatever, and this is soft plastic. Just snug them up and kind of bounce around as you're putting it in. You know, one here, one over there, one up top, one down below. Just kind of bounce it around. That way you're not all doing it in a row, if that makes sense. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't do that. Do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so on. Save the retard strength for something else. Aggressive screw, soft plastic. Now that grease that squeezed out, just kind of rub it around the edge of that. And if there's not enough that squeezed out, probably should have used more, no biggie. Take some extra grease and just cover the seam in grease. %of the time it is not this part, it is right here. It's behind the belt box. This doesn't just apply to 850s and 1000s. I had to do this with my wife's old Sportsman 1000. I mean, shit, I wish. Her old Sportsman 500 carbureted. I had to take the clutches off and the back of the box and seal it behind there. It's a little different, but it's all same concept. You'll see right away. If it's leaking, you'll see where it's coming from. All right, that wraps it up for this video on how to seal a Polaris belt box. Like I said, same concept works for every Polaris. Not necessarily the same exact way, but same concept. If your belt box is leaking, it's usually from behind the clutches. Take the clutches off, remove the back of the box, seal it behind the back of the box. You get it. Check for chafing on your hoses or your ducts right here, your snorkel tubes. Every Polaris, check for it. I mean, if something's getting rubbed raw and a crack has worked its way in there, or a hole, check it out. Always get it smoke checked after every repair you do. That's always a good, well, every repair regarding snorkels and ducks and belt boxes, all that other shit. Always see a professional to do it. If you don't have a professional nearby, I have a video for how to make your own smoke machine. It's pretty easy and cheap. That's it. If you have any other tips, drop them down below, or by all means make your own video and drop that down below. The more information out there, the better. I'm just trying to help out the next guy. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. Bye.